Good morning. It's Friday, November 1st, and that puts us 5 days till Election Day. And I am hoping that every one of you that can vote will vote. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. I believe you should think it thoroughly through and get to the polls and do what you feel is best for this country. Not an easy decision with the candidates that we have running, but pick the one that you think is going to do the best job for this country and vote. So that's all I have to say about voting. Now I want to tell you that I watched the Yankees lose the other night by playing the most disastrous half inning that I could ever remember seeing in the sport. Their superstar center fielder drops a simple fly ball. The first baseman and the pitcher go brain dead on a routine play at first base. And that allows the Dodgers to tie the score by scoring 5 unearned runs in a single inning. And then, of course, in the rest of the game, there were another 3 innings to go. The Dodgers outscore the Yankees 2 runs to 1 run, and they win the World Series. So that was a miserable game for a Yankee fan to be watching. And I'm not happy about that. I was hoping we'd get a couple more games in. So now I have to concentrate on something that's maybe a little bit more important. And that is the issue of unwanted software on your laptop. I had a situation where a piece of software called Wave Browser was installed on my system somehow. I did not do it, but it arrived on my system on October 1st. And at first it was quiet and wasn't annoying me. But in the last week or so, this piece of software was continually generating advice to me as a user of the computer about what pieces of software I should be using and what was running and why I wasn't protected and why I was protected. And I don't recall installing this piece of software called Wave Browser on my system. So I went and looked it up. And I don't know how it got there, but it interrupts constantly. Or it was interrupting constantly whenever I was in the middle of one of my computer projects. It would keep telling me about I needed this and I needed that and why don't I have this piece of software, and it kept blanking out my screen and everything. So I started searching yesterday how to get rid of this thing, and everybody said you can go to Nuke and do this and that, and every time I tried to do that, Wave Browser said to me, no, we're too busy, I can't let you do that. So finally I got disgusted this morning and I opened it up, and it was the simplest thing in the world to remove that piece of software. All I had to do was find the listing of all the programs that were on my system. And once I did that, I was able to isolate the Wave browser. And I isolated the evil fucker, and I clicked on it, and I said, get rid of yourself. Disappear. Bingo, bammo, bang. It's gone. And now I'm sitting here in front of you, recording this episode without any interruptions, without any advertising flashing up in front of me, without a whole bunch of other things that were going on and disturbing my work, by telling me that I needed this or I needed that, or why don't I have this, and how come you don't have that? I mean, the advertising that this Wave browser was putting on my computer was awful, because it would take up half the screen, and it would allow these commercials to show up with things that I didn't need. So I am a very, very happy man. In spite of the fact that the Yankees lost the World Series, I am a very happy, happy man right now sitting in front of this computer and ranting to you all, because Wave browser is gone from my life, and you cannot imagine, or maybe you can imagine, how annoying it is when you're on a computer and information keeps flashing up on the screen that interrupts the work you're doing. And quite honestly, I don't know why I put up with it for a week or so when it really got crazy, but I am so glad that in the course of worrying about the Yankees and whatever else was going on, I was able to take a little bit of time this morning and think things through and decide to get rid of Wave browser. So I am warning you, it's an evil piece of software. If you ever see it on your machine, all you have to do is search for the program, and it will give you a list of programs, and then you just click on Wave browser and say, be gone! Not quite, but you click on it and you can get rid of it easily, much more easily than I thought. So I am a happy man this morning that I have rid myself of this nuisance in my life. And I'm looking out in the backyard and the sun is shining and everything, so it's going to be a great day. Except I was hoping to watch a few more baseball games, but that's not going to happen. So I guess I'll concentrate on football, even though all the New York teams are doing off. So I leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. And remember that there's always a way to fix things if you take the time and effort to get the job done. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.